To tip your Uber Eats driver. Start by understanding that tipping is optional but appreciated for good service. The standard tip range is between 10 to 15% of the total order cost. But you can adjust based on the quality of service. When you place an order through the Uber Eats app, you will be prompted to add a tip after the delivery is completed. You can choose from preset tip amounts or enter a custom tip amount. To do this, open the Uber Eats app and go to the section where your order details are displayed. Look for the option to rate and tip your driver. This is usually found under the order summary or in a notification that pops up after the delivery is marked as completed. Select the rating you wish to give your driver based on their service, and then proceed to the tipping section. Here you can select from the preset tip amounts, which are usually 10, 15, or 20% of the order total. Alternatively, you can choose to enter a custom tip amount by selecting the other option and typing in the amount you wish to tip. It is also possible to tip your driver in cash when they arrive with your order. This method is useful if you prefer not to use the in-app tipping feature or if you want to give a more personalized thank you to your driver. Best practices for tipping include considering the distance the driver had to travel, the amount of time it took to deliver your order, and the overall quality of service. If your driver had to navigate through heavy traffic, deal with difficult weather conditions, or handle a large or complex order, you may want to consider tipping on the higher end of the scale. On the other hand, if the service was average or below expectations, you may want to tip on the lower end or not at all. However, it is essential to remember that drivers rely on tips as part of their income. So be fair and considerate when deciding how much to tip. In summary, tipping your Uber Eats driver is a way to show appreciation for good service and is done through the app or in cash. The standard tip range is between 10 to 15%. But you can adjust based on the quality of service and other factors such as distance and delivery time. By following these steps and considering the best practices outlined, you can ensure that you are fairly and appropriately tipping your Uber Eats driver.